Well, from the Newcastle meeting staged a couple of weeks ago on Friday, June the 6th, there was one particular drive that any driver would love to have on his highlight reel. That particular drive belongs to Brad Elder, who joins me. Well, Brad, congratulations on the win by Flare Up a couple of weeks ago. That was an absolute ripper of a drive.
Yeah, I got to about the 400 and there wasn't much happening, and I thought I was just waiting for a bit of a gap, and there was sort of one there, and then I just had to wait another sort of 20-30 metres till it got it big enough for me to fit through, and once I got through there, she really just attacked the line and got up the inside and got the cash.
Yeah, you were back last, coming to the home turn. You started to move away a couple from the pegs, then sighted that gap and reacted very quickly, both you and horse.
Yeah, once I sort of seen it, I just aimed her up and she sprinted through. She's got a real good sprint on her, and yeah, once I was through there, then sort of thought I got to win this now because I've had so much luck already.
Now, Brad, when you crossed the winning post, you must have thought to yourself, that wasn't a bad drive.
Yeah, I thought that. That wasn't too bad.
What about Dad? Did he give you some praise after the race?
No, he just said, she went good, mate.
Well, she is going well. She won again at Newcastle last night, this 6-year-old mare. She's racing in good form, and the most surprising thing about the win, Brad, was the big price.
Yeah, she's sort of stepping up in grade a bit, and yeah, like last night, she was drawn to be really competitive, and when the one held up, then just sort of was a wait until you get your chance to come out, and popped her out top of the straight, and she done the job again.
One of those situations, Brad, like the start before, patience is a virtue.
Yeah, well, you can't power drive all of them, but yeah, I don't mind driving the little sit sprinters because they sort of give you a bit more enjoyment when you get up and you sort of, you have to do a little bit through the run to try and get them there.
Another good season by father and son, Darren and yourself, as far as the season is concerned. How's the numbers?
Yeah, we're only got about 25 at the moment, but there's still some yearlings to come into work. But it's sort of not a bad number for this time of year. Don't have to get up as early.
You seem to have a good representation, both at Tamworth and Newcastle in particular.
Yeah, we just mainly attack those two places. Usually the Mondays at Newcastle, we sort of put a heap of horses in, and well, we got staff at home too, so it sort of gives everyone a bit of a go, and yeah, hopefully we'll be able to win a couple on Monday. You
swapped the blue and the yellow for the Rheingold colours of South Sydney virtually in the previous event with Grumpy Shannon, an APG event. Went nice in finishing 5th.
Yeah, he'll be all right, I think, once he sort of gets a little bit more racing into him. Peter and Murray have been extremely good to us, and I hope we get another one as good as Shannon's a Blast.
They've been good clients and they've been wonderful people in so many areas as far as harness racing is concerned.
Yeah, not only have they been good to us, they've also been good to the industry as well. They're always breeding and buying at the sales, and yeah, it's sort of they're real good people to have in our team.
You and Dad have both got very good numbers next to your name as far as the career is concerned. Darren, as a trainer, 639. May have a touch more as far as the records when they started, but you've got 633, so closing in on another record, that's 700.
Yeah, well, hopefully I can go past him in the next couple of months, and yeah, so I don't really usually look at the numbers too much, but yeah, it's always good to sort of crack the extra 100.
Well, let's see whether you can add to the record on Monday, the Newcastle meeting. Good numbers as far as the team is concerned. A new addition to the stable in race 1, Gozo Courage.
Yeah, we don't really know a great deal about him, but I think that racing around Penrith and Goulburn is probably a bit stronger than Newcastle on a Monday. He drops into a 30 to 31 race, I think it is. So yeah, we'll just see what happens early. I don't usually go out there with too many plans. I just sort of drive it how I see it. So I think that's the best way sometimes. It
certainly is. Over to race 3 and bring your best. Can this particular runner bring their best?
Oh, sometimes he does and sometimes he don't. But if he brings his best on Monday, he's a really good chance of winning.
Race 4, 2 runners, Tough Talks and Slingshot. Which one will you be driving, Brad?
I chose Tough Talks. I think I can probably push forward and find the top. And Slingshot's run last week wasn't too bad. He sat in the death. I slaughtered him. Probably should have taken a sip, but end up in the death. But he still boxed on all right. So I think either of them two, whoever gets the better run, will be a real good chance of winning.
Race 5, Be Good Benny.
Benny's going good. I tried to do another flare-up drive on him at Tamworth on Thursday, and I run out a bit of room. But he only got beat about 6 or 7 metres. So I think that if he'd have got the clear passage, he would have definitely been in the top 3. So I think he's a good chance tomorrow.
Over to race 6, and Stickman and Cheddar Valley are going nicely. Which one will you be driving, Brad?
I chose Cheddar Valley. I just like driving him. He's sort of, he'd probably go forward there, and I think if he finds the top, he likes to sort of roll along. He doesn't like to back off too much, but I think he's a good each way chance. And Stickman was pretty good on last night at Newcastle. He ran third, so either of them two, they're probably good each way chances.
Former young tennis player, Australian champion, as a matter of fact, Cooper Griffiths, put down the racket, picked up the harness racing reins, and he's been going exceptionally well. He's been helping out with, as far as the numbers are concerned, with your team.
Yeah, he's been with us for about, I think, nearly 3 years, and I've just about taught him everything he knows.
And what about the tennis? I believe you fancy yourself as far as a game or two is concerned.
Oh yeah, I'm not much good, but I beat him one time.
So now you're not only driving winners, you're also beating a former Australian junior champion.
Yeah, that's right.
We'll have to start calling you Ace.
It was my rules. We were playing by my rules though.
I can just imagine what your rules are like. Over to race 7, 3 runners for the stable: Long and Winding Road, Nifty Studley and Johnson Step.
I chose Long Winding Road. He's sort of a bit of a free runner, and he won a two on the bounce probably about 2 months ago. One of them went 52 and then 53 sort of 3 days later, and just sort of took him to the top and let him roll, and he was pretty happy doing that, and he won. So I've chosen him from the barrier draw. I think old Nifty, he's been the warhorse of the stable. He's had about 260 starts now, but he still turns up every week and has a go, so he's been a great little money horse for us. And Johnson Step, he went good on Thursday at Tamworth, just copped a bit of pressure through the middle of the race, but I think he'll be good from that run. And either of them three, I just had a choice because I just went for the barrier one, but any of them three is sort of good hopes of winning that.
The best of them, Brad?
I'd probably go with Long Winding Road just from the draw, and he'll be on the power.
Yeah, when you play tennis against Cooper, you don't use one of those rackets they use in the charity matches that are huge.
No, I just know what I'm doing.
Well, you certainly know what you're doing on the racetrack, Brad. Congratulations once again on that drive, and good luck on Monday.
Thanks very much.